We are back with another video today. And I know I haven't made a video in a while with the extended war off season, so I kind of just wanted to talk about some of my newest rank ups. Some of these were from all the way back in Vancouver. I did end up going to the Vancouver, I guess it was more of a CCP meetup, but obviously I'm not a big content creator in any way. I just post my war videos. But I had a bunch of rank ups from that, from all the Cyber Weekend deals. Obviously, Banquet got us some additional rewards as well, and just a good amount of rank threes. So kind of just wanted to do an update for 2025, just so people can see kind of the champs I've ranked. I've probably added 10 plus new rank threes. So kind of just want to talk through them. And while in Vancouver, I also did have several people. I let people choose rank threes, specifically from the class gems from the Cyber Weekend deals. So kind of just want to talk through those as well. So we're going to look at just the rank threes, ascensions and stuff. Not really that important at this point. But as you can see, I have a good amount of science champs. From the Vancouver trip, I had two people choose science. Here we have Spider-Ham. He is one of my newer rank threes. Clown chose this one from one of the science rank up choices. I haven't played him a ton. I've been practicing with him a bit in BGs, but obviously he is Decay, which will be good for next season. I did want to make sure I had a good amount of rank ups for Decay, as the Faria and Silk will obviously be permabanned. But Ham is great. He has great damage with the power stings, and he's super fun to play, and he has obviously amazing animation. So super excited to play with him some of it next season. And then the other rank 3 that someone selected was Yusafa. I let him choose what the generic gem I had, and he went with Titania. I'm not the biggest Titania fan. Obviously, she's one of the best champs, one of the best science champs, if not the best science champ, depending who you talk to. I personally like Photon a bit more, but Titania is obviously an amazing champ. I'm not usually assigned her. I guess I don't usually assign myself her that often, but she is amazing, and I'm sure I'll get plenty of use out of her eventually. She is obviously blacklisted next season, so I will not see much of her next season, though. And then the other rank up from this group, Photon, Silk, Spot, and Varia have been ranked 3 for a while. I did bring up Luke Cage, specifically for next war season, obviously. He is tactic, he is whitelisted, and I'm going to get a good amount of use with him. He is amazing. I haven't really played him that much, but I've been doing a couple off-season wars, and he has been amazing. So his damage is a lot higher than I thought. So I'm excited to use him a lot in this coming season. I imagine he'll be one of my most used champs by far. So that brings us through the science rank 3s. But yeah, we're at 7, so a good amount of science. Science is my favorite class, so makes sense. Skill is the least ranked class. And the only new one here, obviously I've had X-Bones forever, Mole Man forever. So this one is my new rank 3. Brendan, or B McG, chose this one. And yeah, I'm glad he chose Chi. My other skill options weren't the best, and I'm not the biggest fan of the skill class in general for 7 stars right now. Hopefully they get some of the more staples go as 7 stars releases. Valkyrie, Kingpin, Fury. I'm sure I'm missing plenty, but a lot of the big skill hitters are not released as 7 stars. But she is obviously an amazing champ. I used her in my Necro run quite a bit, and yeah, I really enjoyed playing her. She's super strong, and I'm guessing I might use her a bit in war at some point. But that's going to do it for my 7 star. If you look at the rank 2s, just real quick for skill, these were the other choices. Actually, Bullseye wasn't there because Bullseye I pulled recently and took to rank 2. But of these, I like Shang-Chi and I like Mantis. We already have a Mantis player in our battle group, so those would be the only 2. I did consider Jabari just because she is tactic, but I doubt I'll use her that much. So moving to the next class, though, Mutant, one of my other classes I have the most of. Several new rank 3s in here. I think Havoc. No, I did have Havoc ranked up. So Dazzler, obviously, I spent the money to get the extra one. I had a Mutant Waking Gem, and I chucked in Dazzler since she does get a bunch of utility from the SIG. So I'm super excited to use her in war. I wasn't able to sign myself her the last couple wars I had her last season, but I'm sure I'll get a user at some point this season, and I'm very excited to do so. I really like the utility she has, and I think it's very unique, especially for the Mutant class. And then my rank 3 that someone chose in Vancouver was Mr. Sinister. This one, Lags chose this, so yeah, Lags Legacy chose this one. He was able to choose Mutant. I was assuming he was going to choose Sinister or Negasonic, I think was the other one that were like serious contenders. And Dust. But I hadn't played Mr. Sinister much, but I've been using him a bunch in BGs this season since he's one of the best, probably the most broken BG's attacker right now. And I've really enjoyed him. His playstyle is pretty simple, but he's very effective, and his utility is very unique as well. So really happy with this one. And yeah, we'll see if I use him in War. I might. But obviously most of my rank ups are for War, so a lot of these new ones are kind of split. Lags is a BG's player, and some of these other ones are more BG's oriented champs. But I'm sure I'll use him in War at some point, and he's very good. And yeah, the rest of the mutants have all been ranked 3 for a while. So just Dazzler and Sinister are the new ones there. Moving to Cosmic, this is the only one where I didn't have a Cosmic Gem. I'm not the biggest fan of the Cosmic class, but I think they've had some really good additions. So obviously Medusa I brought up from the Banquet. She's amazing. She's tactic. So I'm really excited with her. And I'm guessing I'll use her at some point next season. But her Awakened ability I think is really nice. Getting that true strike, true accuracy, I'm sorry, is really beneficial. So having her Awakened is kind of important for me. So I'm really glad I was able to do that. And yeah, she'll be great. And then the other rank 3 here, I brought Serpent up. Again, he's tactic. That's the main reason I brought him up. I pulled and duped him pretty quickly. No, actually, I've had the unduped one for a while. So I duped him recently, and he went straight to rank 3 just because he's another good option. He has the true accuracy. I always mix those up. True focus. He has the true focus one. So yeah, which is another nice thing. He's great counter for some of the defenders. Prowler, Shocker. So yeah, he will be great going forward. And then Nova has been up for a while, and Venom's been up for a while. So yeah, those are the 4 Cosmics. Making our way to Tech, we have several new ones here. From Vancouver, Andy chose Red Skull. Andrew the Rough. So he chose Red Skull. Again, more of a BG's rank up. But he is good for War Attack. And I've been enjoying playing him in BG. So we'll see if I get to bring him to War at some point. But obviously Red Skull is amazing. He's great Domino counter. He's good defender for War if I need to place one instead of someone else. So yeah, really happy with Red Skull. And I've definitely enjoyed him, using him in Battlegrounds quite a bit. Other rank 3s here. Guardian is Max Sig. Ironheart I've had forever. Sentinel, obviously a new one. The other one from the Gifted Guardians, I think is what they're called. But Sentinel and Medusa were the 2 I was the highest on. I know Sentinel's not a great BG's champ, although he's been pretty good defensively. But his utility is really strong. He's got a nice set of immunities, easy access armor break, and heal block. So I'm really excited to use him at some point in War. I've practiced with him a bit in the off-season, taking some interesting fights. So I think I'll get to use him a little bit going forward probably. And then the final new one here is Warlock. Not much to say on Warlock. Warlock's amazing champ. I really wanted to bring him up for a while. So yeah, I would say Tech is probably one of the ones I've ranked the most recently. And I'm really happy with this set of rank 3s that I have here. And then moving to our final class, Mystic, another one of my favorite classes. Probably Science and Mystic are my 2 favorites. And we have a couple new ones here. The one from Vancouver was Shathra. So Karate Mike chose my Mystic option, and he went with Shathra. So I've been trying to practice to learn Shathra because I've not really used her much before. But I'm starting to get down a bit, trying to practice node 42 Serpents. I did a node 48 Onslaught today that went fairly well. It was a solo. So I'm trying to learn her a bit more. But she's a really interesting champ. The great utility with the way she deals with buffs by shortening their duration, I think is very strong. So yeah, she's been pretty fun to use and is a very cool champ, and yeah, one of the Summoner's Choice ones. The other champ here, I have two other new ones here. I have Chavez. Chavez is obviously fantastic champ. I had her at rank 2 for a very long time. She might have been my first 7-star rank 2. She is super strong champ. So yeah, brought her up. She's amazing. I'm sure I'll inevitably use her at some point in War. And she's a staple in BGs and War all over the place. And then the final new one was Diablo. Diablo is really strong champ. Obviously not a Battlegrounds champ typically. Actually, I think next one is Safeguard coming up, so he might actually be good. But he is super strong for certain fights across the map. We did not have a rank 3 in my battle group, so I thought I could bring him up. I duped him at some point, and so really excited to use him. I'm sure I'll use him at some point in War. I don't assign him often, maybe once or twice a season. But since I have the rank 3, I'll probably try and take those fights myself, just to get the extra damage and health and everything. But really happy with Diablo. I love Diablo. I think his animations are cool. The poison damage is insane. And he's pretty simple to play. A lot of times it's just go to special 3 and then spam your specials to keep the poisons rolling. But that covers the new champs. So yeah, looking at rank 3s, we have a lot now. We're up to, what is that? 12, 18, 30, 33. And yeah, we have a good amount of rank up material left. I think I can do 4 more. One is going to be Deathless Thanos when he comes out. And then the others I'm completely unsure on. But Deathless Thanos is definitely who I'm planning to rank 3 next. But yeah, for next season, for Decay, I have a good amount of champs available. So I'm pretty happy with this set, even with Nefaria, Silk, and Photon, and Titania all being gone. We still got Spider-Ham, we still got Medusa, we still got Serpent, we still got Luke Cage. So I have pretty good coverage. And I don't expect... Well, Luke Cage can't be banned. And then Medusa and Spider-Ham and Serpent could be banned, but I don't know. I don't see them being banned a ton. But yeah, so hopefully, as you can see, I have a good sized roster. Again, it's not compared to a lot of the rosters in For Loki, but I know 33 champs is a lot of rank 3. So yeah, really happy with where my roster's at. And excited to see how it progresses over the next year. But that is going to do it for this video, though. Thank you for watching.